Would you please remain standing as Joy Castro leads us in the singing of O Canada?
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Joy. Would everyone please be seated? Good afternoon. My name is Martin Gerson. I'm the Vice President Academic and Provost here at Langara College, and it is my really great pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon and to welcome you all, graduands, friends and family, faculty and special guests, to this Langara College graduation celebration. At this time, I would like to invite anyone who is standing in the back to move to any seats that remain empty. I'm afraid these bright lights make it really hard for me to see where there are some seats, but I think there are some just behind the graduands over in this side here. And before we get into the ceremony itself, I'd like to just take care of a few announcements. First of all, please be aware that this ceremony is being videotaped to allow guests in the overflow room, or videoed to allow guests in the overflow room to view the ceremony, and also to allow us to have live streaming of the ceremony on our website. So your friends and relatives may be watching you from anywhere in the world at this moment. Some portions of this video may also be used on the college's website to promote participation in future graduation ceremonies. And finally, I'd like to remind everyone, this is the usual obligatory announcement to turn off your cell phones, please, or your Blackberries, or anything that might go beep in the night or in the middle of the ceremony and disrupt it. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce the members of our platform party. I'd like to ask each of them to stand and then sit down again so that they don't block the view of the people behind them. Dr. David Ross, President and Chief Executive Officer of Langara College. Mr. Quinn Grauer, a member of the College Board of Governors. Ms. Lynn Carter, President of the Langara Faculty Association. Ms. Virginia Weiler, Chair of the Board of Directors for Van City and today's keynote speaker. Dr. Mark Smith, a member of the Board of Governors and Chair of our Interdisciplinary Studies Department. Ms. Teresa Liu, a member of the Board of Governors. Dr. Ian Humphreys, Associate Vice President of Student Development and Marketing. Ms. Deanna Douglas, Vice President of Enrollment Management. Mr. Roy Dakin, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Ms. Sue Street, Executive Director of College Advancement. Mr. Barry Coulson, Director of Finance. Mr. Pierre-André Santin, Director of Information Technology, Mr. Clayton Monroe, Dean of Student Services, Mr. Ian McBain, Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences and Management, Dr. Julie Longo, Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Ms. Margaret Heldman, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Ms. Linda Arnold, Associate Vice President Academic, Mr. A.J. Patel, Director of International Education, Mr. Spencer Dane, Chair of the Langara School of Management, Mr. Ryan Causey, Assistant Department Chair of Human Kinetics, Ms. Janet Reddy, Department Chair of Recreation, Mr. Don Hill, an instructor in the Langara School of Management, and Mr. Roy Vellon, Coordinator of Business Management and Business Computer Applications. Ms. Aliyah Hirji, Board Member of the Langara Alumni Association, Ms. Charlotte French, Registrar and Director of Enrollment Management, Ms. Monica Molag, an instructor in the Nutrition and Food Services Management Program, Ms. Gayleen Wren, Division Chair of Community Programs, Ms. Diane Bradley, Division Chair of Health Sciences, Mr. Darrell Keene, Division Chair of Social Sciences and Business, and Mr. Jake McCallum, Director of Athletics and Intramurals. That is our platform party. I'm now pleased to call upon Dr. David Ross, President of Langara College.
Thank you very much. And good afternoon, everybody. Tough crowd. Well, good afternoon. Board members, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, certain welcome to Langara's 46th Convocation. Now, these are very important days where we stop to recognize student success, dedication, and outstanding achievement. Now, from the quality of the graduands we have in front of us, it is easy to believe in education and the power it has to build and transform. Today is also a day for another reason, a special day for another reason. And in a few moments, we'll see walk across this stage the first graduates from the Bachelor of Recreation Management program. And I'd like to thank all of the people that have been involved with the establishment of this program and to offer congratulations on this very important day. Now, Frederick Flack suggested that most people can look back over the years and identify a time and a place at which their lives changed significantly. Whether by accident or design, these are the moments when, because of a readiness within and a collaboration with the events occurring around us, we are forced to seriously reappraise ourselves and the conditions under which we live and to make certain choices that will affect the rest of our lives. Now, the choices today are more than they've ever been. From 5,000 recognized jobs 50 years ago to over 30,000 today, you can see how the choices have grown. As ideas evolve, I would suggest to the graduands that you keep your choices open so that, as Flack suggested, you have significant influence over the turning points in your life and the opportunities that presents. So, Langara graduates of 2012, you enter the world at a time of growth, of challenge and never-ending change. As we witness turmoil in old economies and the rise of new ones, ideas are forming and defined far faster than ever before. Not long ago, I remember my parents talking about change in their lives and how they were looking forward to it being over so that, in their words, things would calm down and get back to normal. I don't know if that sounds familiar. Well, welcome to 2012. The gap between changes is gone. Embrace this and take full advantage of it, and rest assured, you will gain as a result. Now, as you leave Langara, the communities you engage with will not always be defined by geography or culture. They will cross boundaries and require you to broaden your context, create networks, and establish relationships not available or required by any previous generation. Leverage the unique opportunities you have, especially here in Vancouver and the region we live in. As one of the most international cities in the world, it is a crossover for innovation, cultures, and values that you can use as a building block for what you develop, whether as part of a career or part of a community. Now, for many of you, this is not your last graduation. You will engage with learning opportunities your entire life. Embrace this, enjoy it, so that you can take full advantage of what it has to offer. To all the friends and parents and supporters that are here today, you've sacrificed to help today's graduates to this beginning. You all need to know that your involvement is very important, has been very important, and will be very important, and closely related to the success of these learners. I think I can speak on behalf of all the graduates in thanking you for all you've done and will continue to do as they take their next steps. To the graduates, you'll soon be Langara alumni. I invite and challenge you to be active alums, to help support future learners and build your network in the broader Langara community. Again, congratulations. You've achieved a lot. Enjoy the day and look forward to all that is to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ross. I will now ask Mr. Quinn Grauer to bring a message from the College Board of Governors. Quinn.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Ross, and family and friends and guests and staff and faculty that have come here to support the most important part, the graduates of today. It's my honor to be with you and to bring words of greeting from the Board of Governors of the college, and to be here on the day that you've worked so hard to get to, and it's wonderful to see that you've gotten here. I want to give to you the words of our school motto, and that is freedom through knowledge. And I think they're important words because as you start today on your journey of lifelong learning, as I'm sure will find, and get on to new ventures and graduations, if you take a look and you gather that knowledge to you and you gather the skills, you will have the ability to shape your life and your journey and your walk through it instead of having someone else shape it for you. And I think that's very important for you guys. So when you see that up on the crest or you see it somewhere around the Langara campus, take a look at it and take a minute to stop and think about it, and think about the power that that has to change your life and for you to give you the power to change your own life. That is why in the end this is such a joyous day, and we're so happy to be here to congratulate you on your first step on this journey and your first step into a much broader world of learning and knowledge. So on behalf of the Langara Board, congratulations, and we wish you all the best in your future.
Thank you, Quinn. And now Ms. Lynn Carter will bring greetings from the faculty. Lynn.
Thank you, Martin. Board members, Mr. President, honored guests, colleagues, and graduates. On behalf of the faculty, it's my pleasure to extend to all of you our very best wishes on this special day. We understand and appreciate the efforts and for many of you the sacrifices that you've made in order to achieve what you have today. As faculty members, we've had the privilege of being a part of your educational journey here at Langara. We've enjoyed watching your development and contributing to that process. Watching you learn, seeing you master new ideas and skills is one of the greatest satisfactions that we have as faculty. It's capped only by seeing your success here today. We've enjoyed both teaching and learning from you. Our work with students is always a reciprocal process, and we thank you for that. Some of you will be going on to jobs and others to further study. Many of you will be doing both. We thank you for having chosen to study with us here at Langara, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Lynn. Now I give you President Ross again, who will present an award to a graduating student and also introduce our convocation speaker.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce this afternoon to you a truly outstanding student. Now, the President's Medal for Academic Excellence in Community Service is awarded to the student graduating from a degree program who has demonstrated academic excellence and service to the community. I am very pleased to present the 2012 President's Medal for Academic Excellence in Community Service to Laura Johnston. Laura, could you join me up on stage? Now, Laura is graduating from the Bachelor of Business Administration program with a GPA of 3.82. You can applause. A natural leader in and out of the classroom, Laura is a positive team player and will be a strong addition to any organization. She believes that hard work and success are directly related. This is supported by her faculty, who suggest that Laura is an excellent role model for others. Laura's advice to future students is to explore cooperative education opportunities to gain valuable career starting experience. Her future goals include working in the British Columbia tourism industry. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2012 President's Medal for Academic Excellence in Community Service Award to Laura Johnston. Now, our speaker this afternoon. I'm very pleased to introduce our speaker. What does a commercial fishing boat, a micro-lending program, international aid agencies in Africa, and a gold mine in Canada's north all have in common? All appear on Virginia Weiler's long and varied resume and contribute to the breadth of experience she brings us today. Virginia grew up in Toronto, Boston, and Vancouver. Must have been a tough spring last year, I suspect. Yeah. As an undergraduate student, Virginia spent her summers working in resource industries, which included commercial fishing, industrial first aid, and a Yukon gold mine, where she was the first woman hired as a heavy equipment operator. While running a front-end loader, a rock truck, or a large bulldozer, she spent a lot of time thinking about economic growth and environmental sustainability. Her subsequent career in development finance was rooted in those early experiences. Now, innovation has been very much at the center of Virginia's career. This includes the establishment of a micro-loan fund in the mid-1990s that focused on youth, new immigrants, and women entrepreneurs. At the time, micro-lending was relatively unknown and only just emerging as a support option for economic and community growth. Virginia also helped design Van City Capital, now part of Van City's Community Investment Division, to offer creative financing, such as subordinated debt to small and medium-sized businesses. She later went on to create a conservation-based loan fund for EcoTrust Canada, an NGO that supported small businesses in coastal BC communities that depended on natural resources for their livelihoods. It was the first of its kind in Canada. In 2000, Virginia relocated to Africa to spend 5 years working with several international agencies to help structure innovative financing programs to support the massive fight against HIV/AIDS. One fund she helped create in Tanzania was used by USAID as a model in other countries. Upon returning to Canada, she continued to work as a consultant to local and international agencies, including CETA, USAID, the World Bank, the Global Fund, UN Habitat, as well as several privately held businesses and NGOs. Virginia holds a BA in History from Boston College and an MBA from the University of Victoria, and she's currently chair of the board for Van City. Members of the Platform Party, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure I give you our convocation speaker this afternoon, Virginia Weiler.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Ross. What a tremendous honor it is to have the chance to talk to you a little about today. So good afternoon, Platform Party, honored guests, graduates, friends, and family. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that we're gathering in the traditional territory of the Coast Salish people who've been custodians of this land for thousands of years. I'm so honored to be with you here today to celebrate your achievements on this important day. This is really a time to savor your accomplishments and all the hard work you did to get here. It's also a time to dream about the future and to begin charting the course that will take you there. I'm just remembering a little bit when I was at my undergraduate convocation, I was just starting out and planting and sort of charting my own course. I completed a Bachelor of Arts degree in history at Boston College, and I was offered a job with a large corporation that was looking to hire liberal arts graduates. By many accounts, it was a great opportunity. But unfortunately, it wasn't the right one for me. So instead, I decided to move back to British Columbia and pursue commercial fishing. I know that probably sounds a little odd. I probably don't look like your typical fisherman, but I really had this desire to work outside, to work with my hands, and to do something physical. So off I went. And for a number of weeks, I walked around the docks of Vancouver looking for a job as a deckhand on a boat. And surprise, fishermen were not very keen to hire a woman with a BA from Boston. They weren't quite sure if I could make the kind of contribution that they needed. But eventually someone did hire me. And it was the start of an amazing experience that is part of my journey on where I am today. So following fishing, I worked in a few more resource industries, including a Yukon gold mine where I operated heavy equipment. At the gold mine, I spent many, many hours driving trucks, loaders, bulldozers. It gave me a lot of time to think about the world around me and what was really important to me. And I began to gain this strong interest in economic growth and diversification, but also environmental sustainability. And this passion eventually took me back to school, and I completed my MBA at University of Victoria. And then I went on later to work in finance in Vancouver, and later with different agencies in Africa. It's been an interesting journey so far, and I've learned a few lessons on the way. First is I really believe you have to make your own path. You really need to trust your instincts, even if sometimes it means taking a more unusual or an unconventional path. I come from a pretty academic family, and at the time my dad, he was a Harvard law professor, he was a little horrified about my decision to pursue commercial fishing. And I wasn't exactly welcomed into some of these industries either. At the time, there weren't very many women working in fishing and construction and mining, and I did encounter some prejudice. But in retrospect, I probably wouldn't have traded the experience. I learned so much about those industries, about the people in those industries and those communities, but most importantly, I learned quite a bit about myself. So sometimes making the right choice for yourself, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not so easy, but I believe it's really worth the effort. And the other thing I learned is don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Now, I took that lesson a little bit to the extreme, but what I mean is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, don't hesitate to roll up your sleeves and to work really hard. Starting out, you may not always be doing the most glamorous, high-profile work. And this can be frustrating in our sort of fast-paced world where the goal is often to kind of get to the top as quickly as possible. But learning the basics is really important. It'll give you a broader understanding of your job, your organization, and your industry. I really believe that it's often during the times when we're doing kind of what we call the grunt work that sometimes that's really where innovation and inspiration happens. And finally, just take some time to learn about what's really important to you and what you're truly passionate about. And sometimes it may take a little bit of experimentation. You know, I admit I didn't become a serious student until after I really learned to follow my heart and my instincts about what really mattered to me. I will say I had a great experience as a night student at Langara. I studied math here after high school, and it was a truly positive time. But following my instincts is kind of what led to my involvement with Vancity. Early in my career, I partnered with Vancity on a number of projects, and I even worked for Vancity for a short time. I saw so much potential in Vancity. I really admired the credit union's commitment to community, its leadership in terms of social justice, financial inclusion, and environmental sustainability. And I knew it was a place that I could make a difference. And as part of Vancity's board of directors over the past 5 years, I've had the pleasure of helping shape Vancity's vision, which is redefining wealth. So you might wonder, well, what does that mean? Redefining wealth is really about looking at how we measure success differently. And while we talk about it from an organizational point of view, how we measure success is a concept that's important individually as well. So what does success look like for you? Is it a savings account full of money, the good health of your friends and your family, a safe neighborhood to live in, clean air and water that sustains us? Centuries ago, the definition of wealth was very well-rounded. It meant personal happiness, prosperity, well-being, and a healthy community. These are seen as all one and the same. But over time, we strayed from that meaning to one that's been defined mainly by personal riches and affluence. At Vancity, when we talk about redefining wealth, we're talking about returning to a meaning of wealth that says you can only truly prosper as an individual if you're surrounded by and connected to a vibrant, healthy community that's sustainable for the long term. That individual wealth is connected to community wealth. They're interdependent. So as you think about what you want your future to look like, I urge you, think beyond your individual circumstances. Really consider the community that surrounds you, that supports you, that enables you. I guess that's a challenge. And think about how you can make decisions that support yourself and your community and not compromise one for the other. Because wherever you're working, whatever you're doing, your work, your decisions, they make a difference. So thank you so much for the opportunity to celebrate with you today. And on behalf of Vancity and the Board of Directors of Vancity, congratulations. We truly wish you all the best, and we look forward to seeing you out in the community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Virginia, for that inspiring address. Well, we're now going to begin the presentation of our diploma graduands and confer degrees upon graduands from the Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Recreation Management programs. Now, you may have noticed that a couple of times earlier, I and others have used the word graduand. Someone who is in the process of graduating is a graduand. Somebody who has graduated is a graduate. So where in this ceremony is that instant of graduation, that transformation from a graduand to a graduate? I know this is a question you're all wondering about. We academics are very concerned about existential things that are this kind of importance. Well, it is actually the president, as chief officer of the college, who ceremonially, easy for me to say, awards the credential, the certificate, diploma, whatever, degree, when he shakes the graduand's hand. So now I'd like you all, those graduands at least, please to listen carefully to the following instructions so that this part will flow smoothly. Graduands will be asked to get up one row at a time and line up over here on my left. They will one at a time come up the stairs, give their card to Linda Arnold, but while they're waiting, they'll stand on a little marked spot right here, turn around and face the photographer over there so that they can get their picture taken for the first time. Then they'll walk across the platform to the next marked spot, be greeted by President Ross, get that transformational handshake, shake a couple of other hands, and return to their seats by walking down the stairs first, and then down the east side, across the back and up the center aisle, so that they're not walking in front of the audience to get back to their seats. Faculty who would like to congratulate their graduates may approach the east side of the platform, and audience members who want to move closer to the front to get a better photo of their special graduate may also come up to the area at the east side of the platform. There's a fair bit of space here, but not enough space for all of you at the same time. So please remain in your seat until the individual that you want to photograph is in line, ready to cross the stage, and then please return to your seat afterwards so that there's room for others. And when you do that, please go across the back and up the east aisle so that once again you're not walking across in front of the platform, blocking the view of others. Some students will be graduating with distinction. Graduation with distinction means that the student achieved an overall grade point average of 3.67 or greater in the final 60 credits of a bachelor's degree program, or the final 30 credits of an associate degree or diploma program, or the final 15 credits of a certificate program. I'm not sure that we have any certificate programs today, this afternoon at least. Those students graduating with distinction will be acknowledged as their names are read when they're ready to cross the stage. So I'll now call upon Linda Arnold, Associate Vice President, Academic, to present the graduands.
Graduating from the Faculty of Science with a diploma in Human Kinetics, Cadena Claire Alvarez. Serena Bring. Graduating with distinction, Jeremiah Joseph James Humphrey. Erica Leung. Nicole Annette Matichuk. Frank Rowe. Paulina Stahursky. Bruce Singh. Astrid Anna Maria Weiss. Raymond Wong. Graduating from the Faculty of Social Science and Management with a Bachelor of Business Administration, Noosh Abbaspour. Falisha Faria Ali. Abigail Joyce Baghdad. Parul Bakshi. Nicole Elizabeth Boyer. Angela Chen. Shirley Chu. Caleb Guy Peter Cousins. Gerald Cruz. Amaninder Singh Dab. Giselle Dogili O. Drake Felix. Daniel Mark Gallant. Crystal George. Zlata Gurevich. Graduating with distinction, Mark Cecil Harvey. Mark is graduating both from the Bachelor of Business Administration and with a diploma in financial management. That was graduation with distinction. Donovan Hong. Sun Ju Hong. Leonard Vincent Johnson. Graduating with distinction, Laura Ann Johnston. Christina Megan Kozak. Marigold Javier Lagsac. Michelle Lau. Vicky Lee. Bonnie Lee. Miranza Lee. Brian Lilly. Andy Lim. Graduating with distinction, Laura Ann Longstaff. Juan Carlos Barrera Lopez. Jeff Leland Louis. Graduating with distinction, both in the Diploma in Business Management and the Bachelor of Business Administration, Teresa Liu. Eric Lutley. Lucia MacLeod. Eugene Bo Martin. Carlo Mendoza. Graduating from both the Bachelor of Business Administration and with a Diploma in Accounting, Daniel Mia. Chai Min Oh. Martha Monica Palafox. Blythe Christina Pierce. Tan Penner. Thank you. David Perron. Graduating with distinction, Heather Lee Regal. Jonathan Alfred Rode. Nicole Rochefort. Courtney Beth Scott. Sukhver Sekon. Shraddha Shakia Shahi. Cindy So. Sorush Sultan Ol-Katabi. Frazee Surella. Gurprit Kaur Tour. Panagiota Pamela Satuhas. Graduating with both a diploma in marketing management and the Bachelor of Business Administration, Eric Michael Yuland. Ferdinand von Zumbusch. Delaney Delahunt Walls. Mei Wang. Graduating with both a diploma in Arts and Science, Commerce, and a Bachelor of Business Administration, Michelle Wong. Victor Andrew Young. Adrian Nemes. Michael Robin McCabe. Hang Su. Yuan Yang. Albert Susanto. David Zhang, graduating with both a Bachelor of Business Administration and a Diploma in Financial Management. Jingjing Zhao. Kiki Chen, graduating with a Diploma in Accounting. Wenlan Chiang, Diploma in Accounting. Ghazale Koni Mogadam. Paulina Mitra Kiava. Following are graduating with a Diploma in Business Management. Kevin Cheng. Erica Lorraine Henley. Gurbax Kaur Leal. Graduating with distinction, Stephen Mehai. Yuping Liu. Jonathan Pan. Jingjing Miao. Neelam Purina Ryan. Graduating with a Diploma in Financial Management, Nachaya Ankanawan. Sunny Sun. With a Diploma in Marketing Management, Chen Cheng. Andrew Hurdle. Christine Veronica Locke. Kate Vasilyeva, graduating with distinction. Lele Zhu. Graduating with a Diploma in Nutrition and Food Service Management, Denise Leanne Ewart. Navpreet Kaur Gill. Charla Ruth Kelly. Carol Lihu. Angela May Martini. Roshni Bandana Narayan. The following are the first graduates of the Bachelor of Recreation Management program. Courtney Erin Cohen. Nicole Leah Hines. Jeremy Joseph Kwan. Carlo Jose Tamandong. The following are graduating with a diploma in recreation leadership, and this person graduates with distinction, Jody Heather Appleton. Amanda Louise Bedford. Bianca Christina Bordiera. Gurmeet Kaur Griwal. Caitlin Elizabeth Jensen. Chantel Elizabeth Judd. Graduating with distinction, Tiffany Joyce Kelman. Eric Nicholas Ma. Graduating with distinction, Shannon Nicole Penway. Melanie Rose Prokop. James Anthony Rodriguez. Lena Rose Ticknor. Tiffany Carolyn Velios. Masashi Shinoda.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me with your applause and cheers in congratulating the graduates of 2012. Well, just before I bring this afternoon's ceremony to a close, there are a few thanks that I would like to extend and a few announcements. First of all, I want to extend a sincere thank you to each of you for joining us on this very special occasion. Most of you are here today because of one particular person, one particular graduate. You have probably spent a considerable amount of time and effort providing support of all sorts to that person throughout their studies, and so their success today is also your success. My special congratulations and thanks to all of you. As well, thank you to all the college employees, students, and volunteers who have contributed to this memorable day. I'd also like to thank our theatre arts students, Joy Castro, who sang O Canada for us today, and Massey Day, who provided the music prior to the ceremony. I want to invite graduates and honored guests, everybody here, to attend a reception being held by the college and the Langara Students' Union in the Langara Students' Union building. As you exit the Convocation Hall, you will be directed to the reception area. In addition, there is signage outside of the Convocation Hall to direct you. Now, for anyone wanting photographs, Artona will be taking photographs in room G109 on the top floor of this building. Graduates, please return your gown to the gown room immediately following the ceremony and definitely prior to going to the reception. And I'd now like to ask the audience to remain seated while the graduates proceed from the Convocation Hall. Once the graduates and platform party have left the hall, guests may leave through the southeast or northeast doors and meet their graduate at the reception. Thank you all very much and have a great rest of the day.